It's 10 trivia questions on all things Alaska for Patreon subscriber Chris Arneson. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show, and thanks for listening to the last week of episodes brought to you by Chris Arneson, one of my loyal Patreon subscribers. I did something different and tried to knock out all the topics that people pick from throughout the year to usually go out monthly. I was just going down the line seeing how many I can get done in the next couple weeks. So we got through Chris's last topic of Alaska, starting with this episode today. So thank you so much, Chris, for supporting the show. And if you want to be like Chris and pick topics that we record just for you, patreon.com/trivia with Buds, $5 a month gets you that ability. Your fact of the day today is a fun one at the end of the episode, so make sure you listen to the very end to see what we got for you, stuff that I find from Reddit threads and Snapple lids, etc. And before we get to our meat of the episode on Alaska, we've got our categories warm-up letter of L, and we have items in a refrigerator, things that use a remote, and items in this room, or your car, or wherever you're at listening. Items in a refrigerator, things that use a remote, and items in the room, all starting with L. Listen for my 3 L answers at the end of the episode. We're all warmed up, we're ready, and we're diving into some Alaska-based trivia. Here we go. It's Alaska trivia for Chris Arneson. Question number 1. What's the highest mountain in Alaska? What is the highest mountain in Alaska? Question number 2, how long is the Trans-Alaska Pipeline? 500 miles, 800 miles, or 1,000 miles? How long is the Trans-Alaska Pipeline? 500, 800, or 1,000 miles? Number 3, how many national parks are in Alaska? How many national parks are in Alaska? Question number 4, Alaska was purchased by the U.S. from what country? Alaska was purchased from what country? Number 5, Katmai National Park is home to the largest population of what type of bear? Katmai National Park is home to the largest population of what type of bear? Question number 6, of the thousands of eggs laid by a salmon, how many survive into adulthood? Number 6, of the thousands of eggs laid by a salmon, how many survive into adulthood? Number 7, Mystery Alaska is a film about what sport? Mystery Alaska is a film about what sport? Number 8, what was the name of the real person who ventured into the Alaskan wilderness in the film Into the Wild? Number 8, what was the name of the real person who ventured into the Alaskan wilderness in Into the Wild? Number 9, who had a 1988 song called Alaska and Me? Who had a 1988 song called Alaska and Me? Number 10, who wrote the book White Fang? Who wrote the book White Fang? And number 11, your 2-point bonus question here. What 2,000-mile-long river lies in Alaska? What 2,000-mile-long river lies in Alaska? Those are all of your questions for Alaska trivia. We'll be right back with the answers after this. We are back with the answers to Alaskan trivia. Let's see how you did. Some easy, some not as easy. Number 1, what is the highest mountain in Alaska? That's Mount Denali. Mount Denali. Number 2, how long is the Trans-Alaska Pipeline? It's 800 miles. Second choice of the 3, 800 miles. Number 3, how many national parks are in Alaska? 8 national parks. Number 4, Alaska was purchased from Russia. Number 5, Katmai National Park is home to the largest population of what type of bear? Brown bears. Number 6, of the thousands of eggs laid by a salmon, how many survive into adulthood? Only 2 to 3. 2 to 3 of 1,000. Not a high percentage there. Number 7, Mystery Alaska is a film about what sport? That's hockey. Number 8, what was the name of the real person who ventured into the Alaskan wilderness in the film and book Into the Wild? Christopher McCandless. Number 9, who had the 1988 song Alaska and Me? John Denver, the late great. Number 10, who wrote the book White Fang? Jack London. And number 11, what 2,000-mile-long river lies in Alaska? That's the Yukon River, one of my favorite. Calvin and Hobbes Collections, Yukon Ho was the title. And there you have it, Alaskan Trivia. Hope you had a good time playing along with a pick from Chris Arneson. And again, if you want to pick topics, patreon.com/trivia with buds, $5 a month. Great way to support the show if you've been listening for a while. And you can pick topics that I record just for you. Your fact of the day is Kendrick Lamar is the only musician outside the classical and jazz genres to be awarded the Pulitzer Prize for music. If you didn't know that, now you know. And your letter was L. Items in a refrigerator. I'll say lettuce. Things that use a remote. Used to have a lamp that you could turn off with a remote. It was great for bedtime. And items in this room, my legs. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers!